Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing this morning? I've seen the concerns about Vivian. I think she's just taking a break. Um, a lot of unnecessary attacks going on. Yay for breathing. Okay, so good morning, Kelly. Um, I don't know. I don't know. We're getting, random people coming along and tagging our names and stuff. So I don't know. Just the way it is, right? Wasn't that good, Margaritas? You liked it? I love that movie. Good morning, Amanda. We're all panicking. Yeah, it becomes a lot. Even the strongest person, it becomes a lot, to constantly see your name being dragged and not understand what's happening. It's overwhelming and it ruins your desire for YouTube. Good morning, SA, Prestige, Dave, everybody. I'm sure she'll be back. Hey, Cassie. But in the meantime, I've reached out to her to see how she's doing. She should respond. I know she sent me an early morning text, a little stressed out. Yeah. Yeah, you can't blindly trust anybody anymore. This is just crazy. Um and today's story time will tell us as much because this beautiful little girl named Ella tragically lost her life at the short age of 4. Highlight my comment. I'm assuming you meant this comment. You're always in a corner, Gma. Nobody pushed Gma in the corner. Yeah. It becomes a lot, guys. It does. There's so much more important things out there than attacking people's personal lives. Um, and we're seeing that more and more, and it's being encouraged more and more. And I think that's why sometimes you just have to take a break, right? Some pit froze, I like them. I mean, I don't actually. They really skeeve me out. Oh, Reality Vice, I hope I can. So how many of you are familiar with how shitty YouTube is? I'm just kidding. I'm so sad. Right before I came on, they switched our appointment from telemedicine to in person. It's like an hour drive. So 2 hours. It's through like the worst parts of the city. I don't want to do it. I'm actually so sad about it. It just ruined my whole mood. Yeah, not everybody feels that way, Kelly, which is shame because they don't really know her. But then again, does anybody really know anybody that they drag on here? I've heard some of the craziest things about myself that aren't even true. So I will, Apricot. She knows. Yeah. Yeah, Gma. Which is part of the problem, isn't it? Right? Without borders. Seriously, like, biggest eye opener ever is seeing how crappy people treat other people on YouTube. The rumor mills. Hey, Chaos. Hey, new account. So I was gonna do my recovery stream tomorrow, but I feel like it's crucial to have it tonight. So I think I might have it tonight. Hey, Lycan Theory. I got one of your t-shirts coming, apparently, allegedly. I think my friend Shalina, I think she bought blue though. I really like the black with the red, but the blue, I mean, it's a gift, you know. Not sure I want to wear a Lycan shirt anyway, but whatever. I think she took it down for a bit. We're being attacked by nasties left and right. So she went into hiding. So I'm gonna have to hold it down for her like she held it down for me. I got her. I got her, guys. It is disturbing, isn't it? Yeah, apparently we can be certified as anything when it comes to YouTube. So I am going to be certified as I guess I'm a certified career criminal, uneducated piece of shit. I'll take it. Yeah, she sent me a picture, an order thing. It is, I think she got me blue. I feel like black really gives out the imagery of it. But again, it was a gift. I can't complain. Dippity doo, dippity da. We're under attack. Vivian has taken her channel down for a little bit. There's a new nasty linking onto us, so. Hey, the Wandering Sub. Good morning, Angela. Yeah, it becomes freaking draining, you know? Hear these people dragging you and, 100 in the chat of people just agreeing they don't even know you. I think we got to team together and get rid of them. They got to go, motherfuckers. No, Audrey's actually a very well-established nasty. I don't even want to give any they took me out of the title, so that was nice of them. But I don't even want to give them any recognition on here. You know what I mean? And then it's like they're going to do the good old trick where if we want to go defend her, we're going to, it's whatever. Def Jovi, Snake Loaf, hello. Good to see you. All right, let me fix this because I didn't put on any of my settings. I do. All right, hold on. Let me do this. Are you... Okay. I'll give a... I know, Ems. They don't even know me, yo. Good things, though, or just all bad? Any good? Any good things? Tell me there's good things. This one is related to St. Jude's. I'll give you that much of a clue. Most people will know. I don't know why they're getting on board, though, because, I don't know, it has nothing to do with them. You know what, though? With bad publicity is publicity, so come on over. And then maybe when they come to see who this horrible person is, I know, Mel Mel. I know. Hey, Sarah. I know. Like, what, whatever. Oh, her. I hope so. New account who this. I hope so. That was a very good clue, wasn't it, Woman of Sparta? I know. Because, like, we don't even know, Irvin. We have no idea what's happening. Not a good part of. I know, Jima. Thank you, Margaritas. I just, people love to hate me. Well, you know what? I'm a new channel that grew fast. I get a lot of views, and tagging my name will bring views. So people, whatever. It is what it is until it ain't. Hold me back. I know. That's what I'm saying, Mel Mel. Hold me back, right? So we're going to have to step up for the team here. And I'm willing to do it. I mean, they did. They put my name in it. Then they took my name out. So I don't know. Mel Mel, shut up. Um, exactly. Exactly, Audrey. Another one. It's a conspiracy. It is always a conspiracy, though. A lot of times it is. This is how YouTube operates. This is how some of these long-standing nasties operate. Connected, behind the scenes, connected dots. So, all right. That person's last live, so fucking confused. Like what? Who's Coco's? I'm confused too. I'm always confused. She's just taking a break, Mama 12. Morning, Sabrina. Okay. Yeah, right, Kelly? For a brief moment, right? Listen, I was giving myself a mental break, from the nasty and the drama, but I can pick it right the fuck back up where I took off from. Like these people don't think I'm sleeping on it because oh, yeah, I seen bits of that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there either. You just want me to slide in, like, and I know. Okay. Now I can. I'll email you. Is it in your about section? Yeah. Yes, I can. Right, margaritas and palm trees. It gets to be, you know. Sometimes you got to roll in the mud and then you got to roll on out. You know, fucking pigs. But whatever. The purple pill guy. Let me grab this really quick. I'm not on StreamYard, so I don't see you guys right now. Somebody just wants to get some views. Okay, sent. Do you think someone behind the scenes got her involved? I don't know. I don't know because she's like a very established nasty, so I don't know. I don't know if the good Ann. Well, we're just talking about Vivian. Vivian has taken her channel down for a little bit. Um we were being tagged in videos by people that we don't even know. And I'm assuming that's why I don't think she's scared of these people, but just a break. Hey CJ, how are you today? Ecto, hello. No, she's not new. She fuck it, I'm just gonna have to say it. Diane's channel, she apparently allegedly was involved in she would collect donations each month for St. Jude's and then not give them money. Hey Rocky, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Poison Ivy. So I don't know. Yeah. Oh. I'm good. I'm glad you're good, Rocky. Remember her, Ecto? I know. So, yeah, it's rather funny. Hey, Heather. Rather funny, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Fucking people suck. I emailed you, Lycan. No, but well, Reiki, she's trying to get in the loop. You're in the loop. She's out the loop. I certainly would. I would commentate over a video. So apparently, she originally had me tagged in it and then took me out. So whatever. I don't think so, Ticked. No, I don't think so. Oh my darling. Oh my darling. I know, Def Jovi Snake Loaf. You know, everybody just forgets the sick children. Okay. On a side note, I Fair needs some magic dust. I know, Reiki, we missed you as well. I'm going to have morning, Baroness. Okay, let me get back in the feels. I know, yet I'm the bad person, right? Gee lordy, isn't that funny? It's funny how that works out. It is so funny how that works out. But whatever. Um, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I am a bad person. You know what I mean? I've done bad people shit, but what the fuck? Who hasn't? I say the bad person is the person that's tagging random creators to start drama with them. That's the bad person. So we are gonna have to fill in for Vivian, and yeah. spray some Raid around these motherfuckers. All these little cockroaches coming out. A can of YouTube Raid and some fucking holy water. The drama community, Delaney. She was up there with MGL. Tiffany, you know, the whole likes. But where did she come from as far as all this goes? I don't know. I don't know. And I quite frankly don't care. I don't know what her issue is with me or Vivian. I've never even so much as paid her an ounce of attention. Maybe that's what it comes down to. But who the fuck knows? Who knows? Oh. Okay. I'm guessing that stream on you isn't still up. From who, Diane? I don't think she did a stream on me. She had me tagged in an upcoming one that she's going to do on Vivian. Yes, AT. So she originally tagged me and Vivian in the video. Then she took my tag out. And yeah. My sentiments, Booberry. Yep. Hey, Mimi, how are you? I know, CJ. They're like fucking, it's like seriously like fucking cockroaches. You get one, and next thing you know, you turn out the lights to go to bed and fucking 20 more scatter out. No, really? Let me check that. Because I just sent it to the... Maybe because she realizes she'll be arguing with nobody. No, it's still there. It says open panel. Who are you, Vivian? Doxing still going on. Chipping. Hashtag doxing. Hashtag someone is butthurt again. Hashtag insanity. And it did originally say, who are you, Vivian and Granny? But they took me out. But it's still there. Fucking weirdos, you know? It is never ending. Nope. YouTube needs to get their TOS in check because this shit is never ending. Hold on, let me send it to you through my phone. Oh, darling. Every time I hear darling, I just have to sing that song. All right, I sent you the link. Same shit, different day. Yup. Creators trying to destroy each other. YouTube does nothing. But you know what? Like I said before, I am so down for YouTube tit for tat, right? Like, let's fucking do it. You want to go tit for liking? If you want to go tit for tat, let's fucking, you know what I mean? But when you want to go tit for tat for real life, now we got a fucking issue. Now you need to chill the fuck out, sit your little doxing ass down, and shut the fuck up. I always think when I hashtag someone in the actual title is for you. Right, exactly, CJ. Yep. Because as Coffee M's mentioned, she's hearing my name in these random places. And it's like, the fuck you hearing my name for? I don't do nothing to nobody. Except for fucking Coops and apparently STS, but I didn't even do nothing there either. Who was, Momo? Vivian? Yes, I emailed you back, Sabrina, I did. Anyone who can steal fucking sick children from sick children is absolutely disgusting. She has no right to come after Viv. She's a good person, unlike herself. Oh, okay. Yeah, she emailed me. She messaged me last night. No, she just told me that they're coming after us. Watch my back. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, AT, I see. Sneaky, conniving fucking people. Yeah, British Chippy. She took me out, but she kept Vivian in. What you gonna do when the nasties come for you? So please. We don't know, British Chippy. That's what we're trying to figure out. We know I never even so much as said a word about her. I don't even know her. Well, I know of her, right? But I don't know her. Yeah, I don't tend to like people who collect under false pretenses. Did he call social services? Exactly, Ems. Oh. I'm afraid of that old lady. Let me check it out. Glenda.
Hi, Glenn. Hi, Token Hottie. I guess you're streaming me. Hello. Hey, Glenn.
Yeah, definitely implies that he did, right? I mean, just by the definitely says, "Oh, Mrs. P, very classy. Department of Social Services should be contacting you soon." Oh, let me get rid of my beautiful baby girl picture up here. So yeah, it looks like he did call a wellness check or something. I don't know. People who are similar run together in these YouTube streets and link up together. Yep. Hey, Navigator. My govney. Maybe. I think a lot of people scared. I think there's a lot of scary shit going on. No, they go real life, Sabrina, and honestly, that is scary. Yeah, 60's not old, Lycan. Look how many people you upset, you goddamn devil. Right, Ems. Stay over in their nasty little corner, right? Oh, that was Glenn. Hey, armchair. Same. Samesies. Samesies. Because not one of them is piss wise on their own. I know, that's so true, Cassie. Um Oh my lordy. So this was Glenn made this video for Mrs. P.
Tell your boss. Hi, Glenn. Hi, token hottie. I guess you're streaming me. Hello.
She said token hottie. Gosh, that guy is not hot. Can you guys get better fucking... I mean, ugh. Ugh. Oh, Ems, I see. Well, that's reassuring then. Okay. Unless, I mean, I can go for a little YouTube tit for tat, but fuck. When these people started fading your real life... Yeah, his boss is in NC, right? That's exactly who she meant. Everybody knows that. Yeah, sorry, trigger warning. But seriously, God, he's not even good looking. Would they stop with that? I mean, I don't know. You know, each their own, I guess. Right? I hope I get old. I am old. I'm feeling old. He called himself the token hottie. Ah, right. I mean, when he hands his balls over to a recliner queen, come on. He is far from hot, right? Like in his heart token hottie. Oh, Shalina got her eyes on you. Don't piss off Generation X. We'll just pop Prozac. Yeah, Country Joe. Everybody loves a train wreck, don't they? Oh, Janae, I'm sorry. I was stage story with a very aggressive. Oh, every day. I'm sorry about your mom. Oh, wait, Mimi, I missed it. I'm sorry. What happened? Yeah, listen, peeps. I mean, I guess when you sit on YouTube drooling and idolizing, oh gosh. How about when they said I used my sexuality? She used her sexuality on him. She used it. She used her sexuality. Fuck out of here, Irvin. Don't insult me like that. I'll put you in timeout. Yeah, we all just we all just drool over the ugh. Stop using it. Put your sexuality away. Stop it. She's not a granny. You ought to be scared, Irvin. Okay? But no, seriously, these people are just woo. So he just admitted he went real life on her. Wait, did she send somebody a pizza with black pepper? I don't want black pepper. I want pepperoni. She's done. I knew someone was going to call when she said her life insurance was going to be used. Says there aren't many males. Exactly, AT. When there's can you stop it? I can't. When there's not many males in the community, people start to drool over them. She took her to the best hospitals and said it's all gone. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go back up. Oh, wait, that's not going up. Hold on. I'm sorry. They said it was all gone. Then she had a super bad headache on weekends. Turns out it came back in the brain. Oh, Mimi, I'm sorry. That happened with my grandfather. Hey, Kasha. We're doing pretty well. We're fighting over the cockroaches of YouTube. Stomping them out. Well, yeah, you know what, Penny? You're right. If you were going to threaten self-harm constantly, then expect people to go real life. Hey, Loveland. Okay, Ems, that's where I trust your judgment there. But if she wants to send me a pizza, I like sausage a lot. Yeah, Sabrina, great point. Some of these people, I think, they're not even allowed to have a driver's license, okay? I don't know, Mama 12. I'm looking for them. I do. I do. I definitely like me some sausage. Not like little thin, slim cut, clearance, Walmart sausage, but I like me some, Send a fireman and a pizza. Because they're bought, AT. A lot of them were purchased. Wait a minute. I thought. Are you not who I think you are then? Because I thought you asked me for it. But hold on. Mal, what did you do to me? The salami. My. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't drink beer. I'll take a root beer, though. Give me a root beer. Fuck, at this point, you know what? I would probably settle for the knockoff sausage. Yeah, we figured it out, Ems. There's a connection. There's a connection there. Okay. I don't know, Mimi. You know what else? I'm gonna get a little inappropriate for a minute, but I don't think the bigger the better. I don't. I don't want my stomach being all full and hurting afterwards, and you know what I mean? Just enough. Just enough. The right seasoning, you know what I mean? The right shake of the pan type of thing, you got it. It don't need to be all like big and monstrous. No. Mm-mm. Doesn't need to be. No pearl clutching in this chat room. All right, so I'm not the only one. All right. See, all right, you get it. You get it, Kelly, right? Hey, we're just talking about sausage here, people. We're just talking about sausage. Did you know? Did you? All right. So now I'm going to get a little more inappropriate. Did you know that if the sausage comes from like a place where it wasn't, we'll be right to that, mob scene. We got a little distracted. If the sausage is cut from a place where it hasn't been it hasn't been handled a lot, the width actually is bigger. Right, bigger is never better. No, I like just the right, you know. Yeah, more than a bunful is a waste. All right, so you guys all get it. You guys get it. I'm not alone in this. All right. Lycan said he cooks a good sausage, so that's good. All right. Well, we don't, you know, I like the lower. I don't like the sausage that's like real well known. SA. And I was wondering, tiny? I don't know about tiny. Maybe like average, an average size, you know. Oh, Shalena's going in for the kill. Oh, I'm not picky. I do act. I mean, truth be told, I do like my meat well done, but like in real life, I'm not very picky. No, that's not true, Irvin. Mm-mm. I would disagree with you all day there. I would definitely disagree with you all day there. Shalene ain't shy at all. Oh. Oh, White Claw's nasty. Okay, this is going to be hard to move on to our next presentation here. Yeah, I've seen the second one we're talking about here. Yesterday we talked about our dream crushes. Today we're talking about our favorite types of sausage, and woo, we're just getting rowdy up in this bitch. What's big? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything goes. I bought a 12 pack and we'll have 11 now forever. Taking bites is the best part. Savory. You get to savor. This is a sad case. This is a very sad case. Can you be vegan if you're taking in the sausage? Surely, right? Um, this is more like an after hours conversation. We're going to have to revisit this after hours. There are vegan sausages. Something for everyone. That's right, British Chippy. Oh, he is an adult now, Mimi, actually. 27 years old. Links or patties, grannies. Definitely links. Oh, Enchanted. Oh, just a greasy in front just made me. All right. Enchanted ruined it. Fun over, people. Enchanted ruined it. I repeat, Enchanted ruined it. The fun is over. I'm too young for this, Janae. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. All right. You guys got me blushing. I can't be using my sexuality, okay? Stop it. They're going to accuse me of showing 2 ears this time and not one. I don't care for patties. Now we're all vegan, damn it. Thank you, Enchanted. He put away my measuring cup from my Dash Express egg cooker and I can't find it and I'm hangry. Ooh. Without borders, ain't going for no sausages this morning. She wants them damn eggs cooked. So actually, he is, Mimi. In 2027, he is up for parole. He was sentenced to 40 years. He was sentenced at the age of 13. He's now 27, and he's up for parole in 2027. He said, yes, I do. You know what? There is nothing wrong with free sausages, you know? Sometimes you just want to taste without buying, and that's okay. It's truly okay. Okay, well then we are gonna have to all right, we will pick this conversation up on our after hours. Can't stand far as vegan cheese. Ugh. Yeah, that's the only problem to Wander and Sub. Everybody, everybody touches the free sausages, and I know. I know. Um, Give me an S. Give me an A. What are we spelling? And Shana, he probably does that whole angle thing. You ever see the angle men send dick pics? Oh my gosh. I mean sausage pics. Ladies to say that Grains Watch guy said that we would be called names. That is true. Like he's going to eat. He's going to go eat some sausages. He'll be back later. We got everybody lost. Oh, I love a churro. Okay. So on to our presentation here. Right. We got to wait for the after dark. I am very protective of my sausage. All we got to keep, just if Enchanted keeps talking, we can all quickly move on from this subject. Nothing will push me away quicker than Glenda. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Cocktail sausages. Okay, sorry. Janet, wait, what? I was talking about sausages. The Impossible Whopper. Ooh, did anybody see McDonald's has the surf and turf now? Oh my goodness. How nasty is that? A surf and turf. I've never tried the Impossible either. That and their fucking McRib. Oh, it's like they saved whatever animal they didn't use all year and they threw it together. Shut up, Mal Mal. All right. So I'm going to move this on to our real serious topic here, and that is the real life Michael Myers. Never coming back with time tomorrow. Oh, land and air and sky. Ours is called a surf and turf sandwich. Yeah, the McRibs. No. Yes, have a good night, Mel. All right, so you guys stop being naughty. First off, sausages after seeing a video of Glenn should have never came up. So we are already damaging ourselves right there. Air, land, and sea. Yeah. All right, so today we're going to talk about the real life Michael Myers. This little boy you see on the screen is named Paris. And this little girl is Ella. Mopsine came in late. You came late. You got to come on scene. I don't even know what that McRib is, Jill. Ooh. So in 2007, on February 5th, it was a Super Bowl Sunday. This is 13-year-old Paris and his baby sister, 4-year-old Ella. The mom's name's Charity. She was a single mom. And she was waitressing at the time. She hired a babysitter for the night. The babysitter was there. But Paris, who is a genius with an IQ of 141, who later was diagnosed as a sociopath, convinced the babysitter to leave. He convinced the babysitter to leave, and she left. Christy is such a good one. So sad. After the babysitter left, Paris watched violent porn for hours before he essayed and murdered Ella. He watched graphic porn, S&M, bondage, sadism, or what is that? Yeah, I don't know. He also searched for snuff films. He went into baby Ella's room, beat her up, choked her, and stabbed her 17 times. He then dialed 911, and I'm going to play that for you. Paris was 13 years old at the time of this heinous crime. I mean, surely what nightmares are made of. Again, this video comes with trigger warnings. There are several reasons why. Can you guys hear that noise? I thought I was saying it right. Sadism. Yeah. Yes, very sick, Amanda. Yes, Vicky. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Can you guys hear that? No. Okay, hold on. How do I fix that? Not very loud. Okay. Is that better?
Hello? Abilene 911, go ahead.
Was that better, guys? Still a little low. Okay. It's better? Okay, thank you. All right, let's hear this.
I actually killed somebody. You think you killed somebody? No, I know I did. My sister. Okay, where's your sister now? She's in bed. Is she breathing? No, I'm lost. I feel so messed up. Okay, calm down, okay? I want you to stay on the phone with me, okay? Now, what's your sister's name? Her name is Ella. Ella Bennett. How old is Ella? 4. She's 4 years old? How old are you? 13. Is she bleeding anywhere? Yeah, she's bleeding all over the bed. Because I stabbed her. What did you stab her with? knife. Okay, where'd you stab her? Lots of places. Okay, Paris, where's the knife? It's on the bed, sir. I didn't mean to. I know, Paris. Okay, I want you to stay calm for me, okay? Okay, listen to me. Paris? Paris?
So there's more to it. I'm going to play that as well. During that 911 call, the operator tells Paris to perform CPR on Ella. First, he says no. He says there's too much blood. He says there's no point. Then he says okay. Give me 1 second so I can get that up. Okay.
Maybe it's not too late.
I woke up and I was hallucinating. You were hallucinating? Yes, and I thought my sister was a demon and I killed her. I want you to start CPR, okay? What I want you to do is take her off the bed. No, I know for a fact that she's dead because of... You want to go ahead and try? It might still help, okay? No, I don't think it'll help because... Come on, Paris, work with me. I know I stabbed her lots of times. Okay. Paris? Yes? Take her off the bed and put her on the floor. Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Please don't hang up. I'm not hanging up on you. I thought she was a demon. Okay. Okay, she's on the floor, but I can't.
Okay, you guys can hear that.
Can't stay here because she's all bloody and stuff. What I want you to do is I want you to put your hands on her chest. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I want you to push 30 times. I want you to count. Okay. All the way to 30, and then blow 2 breaths in her mouth. Okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Harris? We put it down.
You know,
During that counting, Paris was not performing CPR. He immediately left the room and was just walking in circles counting. Baby Ella, when paramedics arrived, was laying on her stomach on the ground. So he moved her off the bed, but he didn't perform CPR. What led Paris to do this? Shortly before the murder, about a year prior to the murders, his mother, Charity, had relapsed. She was a drug addict before becoming pregnant. With Paris, and then became clean for him. A year before these murders, she relapsed for about 6 months. And after she got clean, they had to move around a lot. They eventually ended up living with Charity's mom. Her mother's very wealthy, but also a murderer. Charity's mother murdered Charity's father when she was 6 years old. Got away with it. Paris had real resentment built up towards his mother. He was angry when she was pregnant. He did not want a baby sister or brother. He didn't want anything to do with the baby. But when the baby came, Paris ended up being the best brother ever. He played with her all the time. He dressed her every day. He was a great brother. But during the time of the mother's relapse, when they were living with the grandmother, Paris got really angry one day and he broke Ella's toy. When he broke Ella's toy, he got, yelled at. He was so angry that he got yelled at that he grabbed a knife and he ran outside with it. When they finally caught up to him, they were able to both hold him down and get the knife off of him, and they put him into an inpatient psychiatric ward. When he was there, he was only there for a week, but it was documented that there's real issues, that he's homicidal, and that he shouldn't leave. Charity took him out of there anyway. This was 6 months before he murdered Ella. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It was a week. A week later, he murdered Ella. A week later. Let me show you guys this. Hold on. Sorry, I muted myself for a minute so I can look for this. This is going to be a home video. There was always symbols that this child had issues, but they were neglected. His mother neglected them. This video, for instance, is going to show you something really creepy.
A hint of what's to come.
What's your least favorite word?
Least favorite word?
Or sentence? Your least favorite sentence?
I don't know.
You know, Charity's children?
So he asks his mom, what's your least favorite word? Or least favorite sentence? Kill Charity's children. He's also a very talented artist, and he drew very crazy drawings, horrific drawings. After he murdered Ella, who loved butterflies and the color purple. Well, he's a sociopath, Loveland, and he's also has an IQ of 141. He was very calculated. Matter of fact, he was so calculated that his mother believed him when he said that he thought his sister was a demon and it was accidental. After he was arrested, his mother went to visit him, and she was hugging him right after the murders, hugging him. A few minutes later, as she's hugging him and crying, she realizes he's not hugging her back. During one of the visits, right after the murder, Charity says to him, why did you do this? How did you do this? She said at that point, his mask slipped and he looked at her and said, "You're all so fucking dumb." Here is a direct quote that Paris said. "I had always known as a child that the most devastating thing to my mother would be the loss of one of her children. And I found a way to take away both of her children in one fell swoop. In one fell swoop. I found a way to take away both of her children in one fell swoop." See, he was so angry at his mother. He said it was like a burning pit of fire in his stomach, the hate he had for his mother. He was going to kill his mother, but he realized it'd be too hard. He was going to kill the babysitter. And then he shortly decided he was going to kill Ella. While talking to the police, Paris described stabbing Ella. It was like stabbing a marshmallow or a mattress. See, the stabs weren't erratic. They weren't, an anger-fueled stabs. They were calculated. He was very calculated in murdering of his sister. He knew exactly where to stab, how hard to stab, how light to stab. He knew what he was doing. And he set out to do it. Well, here's a couple reasons he hated his mom. The biggest reason was her relapse. She relapsed into heroin. And when that happened, he was so angry at her. He also never wanted a baby sister. He didn't want a baby brother. He was 8, almost 9 years old when his mother became pregnant with Ella, and he was used to being the only child. But the biggest reason, CJ, is because he is a diagnosed sociopath. He did. He searched up snuff films, bondage. She did not do drugs when he was in her belly. Nope. No. This kid is so calculated and disgustingly smart. He has his mother convinced that he's not a bad person. See, right now, his mother, Charity, has another child that's about 7 years old. No, he was not using. Nope. She has another child, a little boy, and she at first said, due to recommendations of professionals, many professionals, that she'll never let Paris be near her new child or speak to her new child. Paris openly admits to his mother that I enjoy watching you suffer. So actually his father was never part of his life, but his father was diagnosed as a schizophrenic. So, yeah. He's just pure evil. Yeah. So specialists and doctors and everybody tells Charity that if Paris was ever to get out, he will kill you. He will kill your child. He's in prison, Loveland. Charity allows Paris to have contact with her youngest child. She allows it. He writes him letters that he's not allowed to, that the younger child won't be allowed to open until he's 13. 13. The same age Paris was when he killed Ella. 13. Specialists have recommended that Charity pick up and leave and hide and never, ever let Paris know where they are. But she doesn't listen. Some of the letters that Paris has written to his new brother are creepy. They're scary. They're dark. Yeah. I mean, this is a 13-year-old. I mean, he's 27 now, but he was 13. And he stated, I had always known as a child that the most devastating thing to my mother would be the loss of one of her children. And I found a way to take away both of her children in one fell swoop. During an interview, they asked Paris what love is, and he couldn't describe it because he doesn't know, because he's incapable of feeling love. And the fact that his mother thinks that if she loves him just enough. See, I know a lot of people sympathize with Charity, the mother, because I know she started an organization and she writes books and she does appearances. Me personally, I think there's something wrong with the mother. I think the mother has her own illness. Let me show you guys a few more things. This is him now. This is Paris now. This is why he's considered Michael Myers. He knew the best way to hurt his mother. He's also so calculated that they wanted to do testing on him, and they began them as an adolescent while he didn't have the choice. But now as an adult, he refuses to allow any psychological testing because he knows that he's a sociopath. He knows that he will fail. A week before the murder, despite the specialist saying that he is homicidal and strongly recommending he stays longer, she signed him out. Yep. No, you're right, Gma. There's nothing that would change this. Nothing will change the fact that he is a sociopath. But could Ella's life have been spared? I don't know. Let me see what kind of documentaries I'm able to share with you guys without losing. Give me 1 second. It's going to be silent for a second.
Here. People that I don't know. She's beautiful. And from there, it seemed like we were fine.
Blow some kisses. There you go.
But within the hours and hours of happy home videos, a hint of what's to come.
Let's not forget, this kid was 13 when this happened. To be so calculated and cruel at 13. I'm going to replay this for you guys because this is important. Oh, yes. So with these letters, and all, he is definitely manipulating and grooming the brother. Definitely grooming the brother. Here's the thing, mob scene. Without any adult testing done on him, and the fact that he was 13 when he committed these crimes, there's a good chance that he can get out. He's up for parole in 2027. I don't think he'll get out then, but he was sentenced to 40 years old. I mean, he was sentenced to 40 years. He'll be 53. Nope, Jen Lewis, about to get into that. So let me play this video for you guys again, and I'm going to explain the dynamics of the mother and Charity's relationship.
Mom, what's your least favorite word?
Least favorite word?
Or sentence. Your least favorite sentence.
I don't know.
Kill Charity's children.
Here.
In that home video, Paris was 10 years old. This was in Texas, 2007 in Texas, February 5th, Super Bowl Sunday. So, as I mentioned earlier, Paris's grandmother murdered the grandfather when Charity was 6 years old. She shot him. In this one documentary, she admits that she got away with murder. She admits it. Now, he'll never get out. The amount of interviews and the way he still says to his mother, I enjoy watching you suffer. He says some of the grossest things to her. He also, one time when she went in to visit him, he choked her. She thought she was going to die right then and there. Yes, Cassie. Let me get this. Hold on. I got to mute again so I can pull this up for you.
People that have had siblings, they tussle, they wrestle. Sometimes you have to pull them apart and be like, everybody calm down.
When we return, is murder in Paris's DNA?
What is it with
In Paris's DNA.
Forced to suffer until the end of it.
All right, I'm sure I'm going to get struck for playing this, but I'm going to try it anyway. No, I understand. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still her son, but I still feel like there is something. There's something wrong with her as well. I know a lot of people disagree, but I'm telling you, I think there's something wrong with her as well. I mean, hindsight's 20/20. But when you have a child that is drawing drawings of killing you, has a strong hate towards you, says things like, what is your worst sentence? Pulls out a knife on you. He was very aggressive with the baby at times. She ignored all of it. So this is going to explain the mother's relationship with the grandmother.
When we return, is murder in Paris's DNA?
what is it with everybody in my close, immediate family? What is it with the murder going on?
The footage they just showed was of Charity's father the day he was murdered. Well, she did say, you know, with the prosecutor, she had to be Ella's mother. And with the defense attorney, she had to be Paris's mother. The more and more I researched, the more and more I became a little uncomfortable with the mother. It's just the truth. So let's see.
That's Paris.
This call is being recorded and is subject to monitoring.
Hello. I've got you on speakerphone.
So what you're going to see in a minute is she has her newest child. Yes, that was a great one, Jen Lu. The newest child is in the car when Paris calls from jail.
It's taken you a week to call me, child.
Despite the brutal history between them, concern for her son is foremost on Charity's mind. Paris has something else on his.
The name of the program is Inside Evil.
So Paris hates the idea that he is labeled evil. He has actually quoted, because I made one mistake, that defines the rest of my life.
my question is, what is the tone of the program?
You have concerns, this interview. What matters more? That you be honest or that you get out?
They say that Paris is so dangerous that when people go to speak to him, it has to be through this glass. He was not happy being in this interview at all because he knows that the minute Punksy, thank you. Did I say thank you? I'm so sorry. Thank you. His mother, she should have tended to that. As mothers, we know when something is up for our kids, but the drugs are more important. Yeah, well, Paris felt they were more important too, apparently.
I want to be able to be honest about who I am and how my brain works. And I want to understand what drove me to murder my sister.
See, here's the thing. Paris is so, so smart. He is so smart. You have no idea how smart. That he knows if he says one wrong thing, it can ruin his chances of getting out. And his main goal is to get out. In my mind, his main goal is to get out, is to finish what he started. Michael Myers. He's up for parole in 2027.
The age-old question, nature versus nurture, looms over this crime.
He was such a good big brother at one point that it is insane that this could even happen. But what they're going to tell you now is about the murder that his grandmother committed. Charity's mother.
For it's not the first time murder has struck this family. In 1980, Charity was 6 years old.
This is a photo, Charity's father. He was very wealthy. I have to pause for fair usage, although I'm sure they're going to strike me anyhow.
Her father, James Bennett Jr., was gunned down at his home in an affluent Atlanta neighborhood.
Right before the father was, excuse me, right before the father was murdered. They renewed their vows the night before. See, the mother's sneaky and conniving too. Excuse me. And she's never loved Charity. She was a horrible mother to her. She never loved her. She wanted nothing to do with her. She was a piece of shit person.
Prosecutor Tom Charon remembers the murder scene.
Bobby Bennett's body was lying right within the doorway.
I mean, literally, he's in the doorway, right? Yeah. Shot it back. Like you can tell as he's leaving. The mother killed the father. Charity's mother killed her father.
He was lying face down, 4 gunshot wounds.
Charity's parents, Bobby and Kyla Bennett, ran a successful trucking company and enjoyed a comfortable life together despite being divorced.
So as you can imagine, why Charity ended up, addicted to drugs. And at one point when Charity was a teenager, her mother handed her $100. And she said, basically, go get your life together or go overdose. She didn't care. Vivian just texted me. I just asked her if she's all right.
In fact, just 57 hours before the murder, the couple had flown to Vegas and remarried. It was one of the reasons Kyla Bennett soon became the chief suspect as the mastermind of her husband's murder.
So she actually gets away with the murder. Hey, Kenny. She gets away with the murder. And then you'll see in this interview, she basically admits that she got away with murder. I'm going to fast forward it. Well, I'll play a little bit.
My theory was She needed to cement the marriage back so that she could gain control of the company.
That's exactly what happened.
So much anymore. I don't have a company to manipulate.
Perhaps her most revealing admission.
I don't have a jury to manipulate. So
I don't have a company to manipulate, and I don't have a jury to manipulate. And she smirks. 2 killers in one family. Yep. How insane is this? This is a great interview if anybody wants to go watch it. Paris's mother, Charity, also has a great book out. It's called How Now, Butterfly. This is of Paris Bennett. Let me clip this over to you guys because I'm going to have to put it in my about section anyway. Give me just a minute. Very sneaky, conniving little boy and grandmother. There are so many documentaries with Paris in them that I strongly recommend everybody go watch them. I mean, he is literally the real life Michael Myers. They're specialists all over, doctors, all types of people have warned Charity that if he is to get out, he will be coming for them. And she remains in contact. Wait, why can't I? Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, I don't know. I can't link it. Never mind. Yeah, he shows no emotions. He has no regret, no regard. He doesn't care. Okay, Vivian says she's fine, guys. She's just preparing. So she's fine. So yeah, the family I had, this is another great one. Strongly recommend this one.
It was February 4th, 2007. I had to work Saturday.
The worst part about all of this is that he planned it. He knew what he was going to do. He did say he felt like his brother had heart issues because of what he did, didn't he? Oh, like as if he cursed them? I don't know. Kenny, the nasties that are coming our way. Yeah, he just has no empathy. He has no empathy at all.
Okay, and then I had to go back to work on Sunday. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I hate football.
Can you imagine how much you would hate football the rest of your life?
Around midnight, the cops are at the front door. They went through the manager.
Vivian said, I can tell you guys, thank you for the concern. She's okay. She just needs a break. He did, Lindsay. Yes, he did. He admitted to his mother that he watched hours of violent porn. And that one of the reasons he murdered her when he did was to cover up what he had done. There was semen found on her. Man, it's just so tragic.
Manager's office. They called my name.
You know what? I probably won't get away with playing that. Yeah, Karina, he just outsmarted the babysitter. He convinced the babysitter that it was okay for her to leave, and she left. And, you know, I wonder if she hadn't left, would she have been next? Would she have been murdered that night? I don't know. I can't imagine how angry the mother was. I haven't heard that, the Wandering Sub. I haven't heard that. He was Googling them, Lindsay. Yeah. Well, that's what he basically says, Casey, that watching those films for all those hours. And mind you, a week before that, he was put inpatient for pulling a knife out on his mother and grandmother. Where they were told he's homicidal. And to hold him. Kenny, he was 13 and Ella was 4. "13 and 4. Ella's last drawing at school was of a butterfly. And her favorite color was purple. She was very sassy, outgoing. And he was her best friend. He used to pick out her clothes every day. He helped take care of her, you know. Till this day, he still says that he loved Ella so much. And it's like, what? But apparently his hate for his mother was much stronger. But then again, he's a sociopath. So does he really know what love is? Can he even love somebody? Yeah, unfortunately, Karina. It seems that way, right? Again, he said it was like stabbing a marshmallow or a mattress. That every time he pulled the knife out, it felt like he was just stabbing a marshmallow. He knew killing Ella would make his mom Charity suffer in the worst way possible. I had always known as a child that the most devastating thing to my mother would be the loss of one of her children. And I found a way to take away both of her children in one fell swoop. This is a quote by a 13-year-old. Not only did he essay her, but then he beat her up, strangled her. Nobody really knows, Lindsay. It took him years to even admit that he did. And then stabbed her 17 times. He has no regrets. He didn't regret any bit of it. He said he was going to kill his mother, but he realized it's a lot harder than he thought to kill somebody. When the police told him to perform CPR on her, he took her off the bed and laid her face down. Let me find out. November 10th, 1993 is his birth date. Maximum sentence is to 2/5/2047. Check this out. How crazy is this? His maximum sentence. (2/05/2047). Projected release date 2/5/2047. Eligibility for parole 2/5/2027. So by February 5th of 2047, he can be released. The sociopath can be released. Lindsay, I know that the grandmother really did favor Paris and kind of babied him and, overrode Charity. With an IQ of 141, Bennett qualifies as a genius. Less than 0.25% of the world's population has that level of intelligence. Oh, yeah, and before Paris, after Paris killed Ella, before dialing 911, he called a schoolmate, a friend from school, and spoke on the phone for 6 years. That is crazy. Isn't that crazy? Batgirl, that he can be released on the date of the murder? Oh, I don't know, Poison Ivy. I know he only took her off the bed because they told him to. Yeah, he called a friend and spoke for 6 minutes before calling the police. Oh, he also told his mother that he knew if he murdered her, that she would suffer for 10, 15, 20 minutes. But if he murdered Ella, she would suffer the rest of her life. Yeah, Vicky. So Charity does say if he's released that she'll go into hiding. But then part of her doesn't feel that way either. So it's very strange. I mean, I can imagine a mother's love for their child, right? No doubt about that. But do you love your other child enough to protect him? Because, like I said, it is like Michael Myers, killing a family member and coming to kill the rest. But by killing Ella instead, he knew he was sentencing me to a lifetime of suffering. Charity told the interviewer before he went to speak with Paris that he's human. He'll be nice, personable, polite. Paris is very charming when he wants to be. I mean, he's a sociopath. But she said that with a smile. Paris said he was doing the interview to show people that he's not a monster or a villain. Yeah, Nikki, it's almost like he's just doing it to make her feel that way. When asked if he can rationalize or explain what he did to his sister, he replied, I can't easily explain everything. I think that's been one of the biggest challenges for other people through the years, because no one likes to be confused. No one likes to be bewildered. We like easy answers. For many years, there was just this hot, flaming ball of wrath in the pit of my stomach, and it was directed at my mother. And one of the reasons why I chose to kill my sister and not someone else is because I knew by doing that, I could hurt my mother in the worst possible way. Because I had always known as a child that the most devastating thing to my mother would be the loss of one of her children, and I found a way to take away both children in one fell swoop. Part of me loved my sister and would have turned the world upside down for her, but there was a part, wounded, twisted, dark, the part that had been in pain for so long. Misery loves company. I love her with every fiber of my being. When he was asked if he knew what love was, he replied, I don't know how to answer that question. It's not simple. I can't just point at something and say, okay, that's love. I recognize it and feel that. Oh, yeah. He admits that he messes with her. No Fish Like a Girl has never been released, but I think because he was 13. He loves to mess with his mother's head. He loves to taunt her. That's exactly it, Cassie. He's so conniving. So yeah, this was a sad, tragic tale of poor Ella and her demise from her own brother, the suffering of Charity as a mother, and the sociopath that is Paris. "4 years old." Exactly. He gets to blame his mother and, oh, the rough childhood we had. Yeah, the grandmother had and has a close relationship with Paris. The grandmother actually hates Charity, and I think because the grandmother's so angry at Charity that she purposely loves on Paris. They're in major danger if he ever gets out. Yeah. It's really just such a scary. I mean, 13 years old. Yeah, you got to watch the documentaries. They'll fully explain the relationship between Charity, her mother, and the grandmother. I mean, Charity, her mother, and Paris. She fuels his anger, and the more love she gives him, the more she's fueling it. It's really just an very odd relationship She thinks that she can love him into being normal, and he uses that to further hurt her. There's no doubt in my mind, after all the documentaries I watched and the books I read and everything I looked into this case, that if Paris was to be released, that she would meet up with him. And guess what? He'll be a young enough adult when he gets out. If he gets out. February 5th, 2047 is his release date. The anniversary of Ella's murder. Exactly, Mimi. But the baby brother will be. Phoenix, I believe, is his name. Phoenix will be alive. If you want to look more into this case, I highly recommend watching this video, the one that we played a bit of. I just posted again in the chat. Exactly, M. Fisher. He admittedly how will I say this? He ejaculated after he murdered her. So it definitely brought him pleasure. Right. Way to take away her memory. Yes, I agree. Let's see. Yeah, Phoenix, that's his name. And he's now 6. He essayed her that night, and he admitted the more violent he became, the more excited he became. Ended in death for her and climax for him. That is a direct quote from Charity's book. He also stated he says things throughout his time in jail and his conversations with his mother. By the way, I enjoy watching you suffer. Yeah, S.A., I know. I know. This is what the mother states. Paris was angry with me. He had every right to be. It was a really hard time for us both. So did my relapse turn Paris into a murderer? My son is a sociopath. I can't help him. That may not matter in the long run. What may matter is I can't, not at this point, give up on him either. I love my firstborn with as much intensity as I have since the day I found out I was pregnant with him. So in 2012, she gave birth to her son named Phoenix. She's also open and honest with Phoenix about who his brother is, and she allows them to sometimes speak on the phone. She said, critics of mine like to disparage me for allowing Paris to speak to Phoenix. They tell me what a horrible mother I am for allowing my child, who murdered my child, to speak to my other child. She says, I am setting an example for Phoenix, an example of how unconditional love and forgiveness looks and behaves. I say that's a lot more than unforgivable forgiveness. I mean, unconditional love. Yep. The mom is living with guilt and the son's manipulating her. I hope the guy never have to experience what they are. I just think I would never be able to go see him in prison after what he did. I would always feel guilty for leaving a babysitter in charge. They have a very limited emotional range. Anger, envy, jealousy, that's about it. Those they don't mimic, but that's about all the emotional range they have. I agree. Well, she also says there were no warning signs, but there were plenty. There's plenty documented. Yep. Just a week prior, he was, you know, inpatient. They said he is homicidal. They begged her not to take Paris out of that building, but he did. She did, I mean. Now, I imagine she didn't think it would ever end this way. I imagine she saw her 13-year-old child, not a 13-year-old murderer. I'm sure if she had any foresight that this may happen, that she would do something different. He was actually, it was a 4-year-old and 13-year-old. But the fact of the matter is, they told her he's homicidal. Well, never mind the fact, Cassie, that when she did visit him, he tried to kill her. He pushed a chair up against her and grabbed her by her neck. She thought she was going to die right then. Oh, I know too many people that seem to feel those emotions the most, and I couldn't imagine. Well, I wouldn't leave my 13-year-old babysit a 4-year-old. I think I would. Well, mine was a girl, though. Maybe that makes it a little bit different in some type of sexist way, but I believe she will too. I believe when he's released, she'll be right there. I agree with that, Borders, per usual. Yeah, my daughter is babysitting at 13 as well. Kicked in, and that's when he started doing things. He had it done a lot before then. Well, Gma Brooke, we saw a home video of him at 9 years old saying, "What is your least favorite sentence? Kill Charity's kids." He drew very creepy drawings. He pulled a knife out on the mom and grandmother. So there were other warning signs. They were just neglected, unfortunately. Oh, all the specialists tell her, you need to be saving up money and go off the grid. Hey, Jem. Oh, it's so cold out. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't homicidal either, Lindsay. That shouldn't be funny, but that is funny. Imagine the guilt the babysitter feels. Imagine how angry you would be at the babysitter. But then you don't know. You don't know if he would have murdered the babysitter. So you don't know if you want to be angry at her or be thankful that she was saved. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I could not fathom how any of this would feel. 14 in the UK, Matthew? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He still has, yep. I can't find anything stating how old the babysitter was. I think that's for all children, Fish Like a Girl. I think teenage years are the hardest I know that usually you can't diagnose teenagers with like bipolar and stuff, but they're starting to. Yeah, you got the babysitter leave. I haven't seen anything giggles where the babysitter speaks out. No. That's true, M. Fisher. But prior to him being diagnosed sociopathic, he was diagnosed as, um, mental health issues. I don't know, Nicole and Lindsay. I would imagine it's because she was supposed to work till about 5 a.m. because it was an overnight shift. Maybe that's why she had a babysitter there. And he convinced the babysitter to leave around 10 p.m. Yeah, because you would think that your babysitter telling you to leave, you would call the mother. But he's has a high, Charity even said that he was so convincing in the 911 call. She later stated that that is not what he sounds like upset. So she knew he was faking. Misconduct. Maybe he paid her off with what, Loveland? His tooth fairy money? I think they were pretty, like, poverty, She was a single parent of 2 kids. They lived in a really small, tiny house that she later painted purple for Ella. Well, Matthew, a week before the murder, he was inpatient for lashing out, and they told her that he is homicidal. Imagine how scary it would be to get a diagnosis on your child that they're homicidal and just sign them out against medical recommendation anyhow. I hope I'm not too late. Yeah, it's actually the end. Yeah, she signed them out. Yep. Look at that beautiful baby girl. I was thinking that, Lindsay, but then when you think if he scared her to leave, that she would have called Charity and said, hey, he just creeped me out. I don't know. I cannot fathom the guilt that the babysitter has. I know the police have a lot of PTSD from it. The one police officer was actually a mother of a child about Ella's age. And then, of course, Charity saw and here's the worst part. After murders take place or a crime scene takes place, they are left to deal with it. So after everything left and they took Ella's body out, they unzippered the bag right to her face. Charity kissed her, hugged her, cried, Everybody leaves, and she's left to go back into that house. She's left to go back into that scenery. There's nobody, you can hire somebody to come clean up the scene. Cost a lot of money. But in the meantime, you are there. She is there inside that. She says she went over every ounce of that scene. The blood all over the mattresses, the floor, the knife, everything was left. Well, not the knife, I'm sorry, but everything was left. Yeah, Sarah. Mm-hmm. No, Kelly, they both left early on. His father was diagnosed as schizophrenic. Paranoid schizophrenic. That's what Charity says, Carly, that he manipulated a lot of people in his circle at a young age. Oh, there's a ton of misdiagnosing. I mean, you tell them something runs in your family and they say, oh, well, that's what it is, without really, How do you go from this smiling little boy to the happy, proud big brother, baby sister, to this? I don't get it. to that, to a monster. I mean, he looks like a monster here. He has black eyes. Yeah, Booberry. Same for my daughter. He's pure evil. Pure evil. Calculated, pure evil. Exactly, Matthew. We can't wrap our minds around it because we don't think like them. The family is cursed, yeah. I mean, you saw the grandmother smirk that she doesn't have a jury to manipulate. She basically admitted to murder. Hey, Chickadee, how are you? Scary, isn't it? I know. Look at his face. Oh, really, Carly? Would you mind emailing me it? Mrs. Bendover. Hello. Yeah, look at the darkness. I mean, talk about creepy. Yep, definitely a real life Michael Myers. He will go and go and go until he gets his mother, until he gets her. And if that's going to be taking back his, killing his new brother, Phoenix, he will. Cover Shannon, Christian, and Christopher Newsom. No, fish like a girl. She got away. As always, I'm late. Hey, Charlie's granny. No, she got away with murder. She convinced the jury she was innocent, and it was up until this interview that she just admitted it. No, Loveland. Mm-mm. Yeah, Booberry, I'm sorry as well. I know exactly what that feels like, and it's hard. Yeah, the Memphis story, that's a hard one. Neon Noor, that's exactly why he won't allow testing to be done on him. Now, they have different fathers. Both fathers left early on. Charity was really younger when she was pregnant with Paris. She was actually homeless and a drug addict at the time. Oh, and Fisher, that's scary. The biggest problem with personality disordered people is that we associate them every day in every walk of life without having a clue they could kill us without feeling bad about it. Thank you, Cassie. I'm going to do these every Tuesday and Thursday. And then I'm going to do recovery in between. And then we're going to do shitstorms in between because there's a lot of shitstorms coming. I mean, the home footage of the baby being bathed in the sink, and he's prancing around asking, what's your least favorite sentence? Hey, Caddy. Yeah, for his real estate, Nikki O'Shea. They were wealthy. They were very wealthy. Veterinarian Dr. McFadden. She came out on Oprah. Her ex killed her 3 kids while she went out for a walk. Now. Yeah, plenty of shitstorms ahead. Yeah, Piers Morgan. Yep. He did a great interview with him. That's what this picture's from. But as creepy as he is, we want to remember how sweet and beautiful she is. Or I should say was. How sad is that? I mean, look, a lot of us have children. I have an older girl and a younger boy. How do you go from taking a family photo like this and just a few months later, the worst tragedy you can imagine? I mean, she clearly loved him. He clearly pretended to love her. He did a great job. He did a great job of acting as if he loved his sister. Yeah, Booberry. It almost feels like you're abandoning them. I know. It is such a hard decision. Let's flood the chat with butterflies and purple hearts for Ella. In memory of Ella. Oh, she was a cheerful little girl. You know what? Part of me's happy that Charity is living strong, living with her new child. She has the organization called Ella, in memory of Ella. Mick Phillips. Let me write that down. She because she's proven to him that you tried to take away my happiness and you didn't. I mean, of course, after the murder, she relapsed. She was heavily sedated with drugs and alcohol and you name it. But today, she's living happy. She's strong. She's an influencer. That's easy. Neither photo really affected Paris. Neither the hate nor the contempt he felt. He killed her and felt very little, if any, remorse about it. He's incapable of feeling guilt or love. I agree, M. Fisher. I have one boy and 2 girls. Oh. No, they had different fathers. His father was diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. And there's not much known about Ella's father. Hey, Abby. Yes. Yep. Neon and Without Borders. You guys got it. Her being happy probably makes him furious. And that's exactly why he'll go after her in Phoenix if he's released. No, and he was asked what love feels like. He couldn't even answer. I mean, that's a hard question to answer in general. And I remember when he was asked that, Charity got angry that he didn't say her. She said, well, that should have been easy for him to answer. Me. I'm love. Me standing by him is love. And it's like, yeah, no shit, Charity. But he's incapable of feeling it. Ugh. It just lights a fire up your ass, doesn't it? Mick Phillip. I gotta look into that. Oh, you spelled it different. Hold on. Philpott. I was thinking that too. Yeah, Abby, she's just taking a break. She'll be back. Oh, Batgirl, I'm sorry. How's your child feeling? Hoping to blame it on his ex-wife. Holy shit. Hey, Jules, a thought. I hope you and yours are well as well. Thank you. She is in denial. Big time denial. I think she has a guilt. And then, a mother's love. I mean, gosh, I said when it came to Brian laundry case, how would I respond if that was my son? And I could tell you, oh, of course I do the right thing. And I make, but I don't know what I would do. I don't think any of us truly know what we would do. We could give the correct answer all day long, right? Of course I would call the police and I would help. But we really don't know what we would do. Just like Charity here. I mean, the most we can admittedly say is that we pray we never have to find out. I know, Loveland. What kind of life would that be? I couldn't fathom either. Ah, man. Well, you know what? I feel like they do feel those emotions because he felt joy murdering his sister, right? He felt anger at his mother. But I don't know to what extent. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Jules. It seems like we're going to have to learn to live with it. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's adapting and changing, and we're going to have to adapt and change with it. Oh, man. There's an interview available with a mother whose son was a school shooter. I've always wondered how it would feel to be the mother of a school shooter or a serial killer. I do too. 17 kids. Oh, is that the with the public health? I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I know Booberry. I know. Again, that is easy to say. But is it that easy to execute? Oh, I know about that guy. He wanted to be famous, Mick Phillip. He wanted to be famous. He was on reality shows and was getting counseling. I think she would show up at his parole hearing to say something on his behalf. So she has stated, she has spoken against him coming home. She doesn't want him out. This is Paris Bennett, the Texas family, yes. He is up for parole February 5th of 2027, and his release date is February 5th of 2047. February 5th is the date that he committed the crime, the murder. That's what I think, Fish Like a Girl. I feel like she supports him for her own benefit. Fascinating study. I mean, he really is like the real life Michael Myers. Oh, without a doubt, Carly. Even myself being a young mother, a single mother, and a mother that's in recovery, I can tell you during my days of addiction and my days of being clean before I stayed clean, that we definitely tend to overcompensate, spoil, ignore bad behaviors, reward bad behaviors out of guilt. And there's no doubt in my mind that that is what happened here, that she, out of guilt, allowed him to get away with far too much. I remember that, Chickadee. I didn't know it was on Netflix. Let me see. It's only in Australia. You can watch it here on YouTube, though. It's the video that I linked. That's the same thing that they're watching on Netflix. Yeah. I don't think it's on there. I believe our words are powerful, and the less we use the words sick or C word, the better. Do you? Was she clean when she got pregnant the third time? Yes. So, when she first got pregnant with Paris, she was homeless and drug using, and she actually had a plan that if she couldn't get her life together by a certain date, she was going to take her own life. And mind you, her mother gave her money and said, do the same. Either get your life together or overdose. when it came near that date, she discovered she was pregnant. She gave her a new reason to live. She got clean. She got her act together. And yeah, when she got pregnant with Ella, she was clean. She relapsed a year prior to the murders, and the relapse lasted 6 months long. And then when she got pregnant with Phoenix, she was clean. If you can tell that the mother has lasting effects from drug addiction. Yeah. So not only did Phoenix save her life, but essentially so did Paris. Paris saved her life. And I think because she has such a unstable relationship with her own mother, you know what, Jules, the thoughts, you would be better off giving an overview on this because I'm sure you're far more educated in this than I am. But I believe it has a lot to do with the dynamics of her relationship and her childhood with the way she treats Paris. Yep, Jules of Thought. He was quoted as saying, let me get it out again. I had always known as a child that the most devastating thing to my mother would be the loss of one of her children. And I found a way to take away both of her children in one fell swoop. Oh, Mimi, have a great day. One fell swoop. So he knew this was the best way to hurt his mother and that he was going to hurt his mother. Don't delete that. I got to see that. Morgan interview of Paris. Dirty D's girl, Mommy Ramblins has you twice on a spreadsheet. What do you think about that? Look at Seder Johnson, please, and look at the sheet. Well, he was later diagnosed as sociopath. He has 2 diagnoses. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to hear your take on this. What is the point of this spreadsheet, though, Mimi? I received a bunch of emails because during a members only live she held, she showed a screen, and I guess my name came up quite a few times. And it was a spreadsheet of somebody's chat. I don't know what that was. But yeah, she is not. She is not topic of this live. That is very true. So anyway, it is your chat. Oh. That is interesting. No, Mile Coyote, stop it. What? To the Austin Powers actor. Oh my gosh, no. The horror Michael. Love Michael Myers. Yeah, I think that's usually what I mean, whatever. I am not getting into that, but Mike Myers. Thank you, Loveland. I need it. I need much. I want to look. Hold on. Oh, behave. Yes, let's just behave. Oh. I was in that, because one of your mods said that they had, that they were in recovery. I was in that live. So I guess that's how I made it. Paris is now 26 years old. So he was 13 when he committed the crime, and he's now 26. He'll be 27. Oh, he just turned 27. I'm sorry. Thank you, Loveland. Yes. $10 years now? 10 years clean? Congratulations. I just celebrated my 3rd year. Would have been 9 if I didn't have that day of relapse, which sucks. Well, that is what he says, Jewel thought. So he said it's like being raised by, he referenced 2 TV shows. I can't think of them exactly. It's in the interview that I wrote in the chat. But he basically said that he was raised by, I can't think of it. I forget who he quoted. Yeah, this is actually a really good case to look into. I can't exact, but he basically says that should one mistake he made at the age of 13 be held against him. And I mean, I don't know, should it? I mean, when you commit such a heinous crime, I guess so. Yeah. Well, I know, a mistake. I mean, a heinous murder. That's what I'm wondering. Because people were saying Texas won't let him out, but when he serves his time served, don't they have to let him out? I don't know. He did the crime, he served his time. Now what? Right. What would be the next? Thank you, Carly. What would be the next suggestion? What will we do? They can do a civil confinement under certain circumstances. Or let's see. That is one of the problems for long sentences for minors. Drew Nelson won a huge case affecting sentence laws for minors that will compound the institutionalized problem. No Without Borders think they said, yeah, it's Netflix Australia, but the same documentary can be watched here on YouTube. There should be a program for juveniles that gradually introduce them back. Well, you know what, Jules thought? That should be a program for everybody. For every, one of the reasons my child's father keeps going in and out of jail is because he doesn't know how to live when he's out. It's a whole different world. So that should really be happening for everybody. It would be great. Very great if it could, but I doubt it ever would. They just don't care. That's the whole point behind prison. It's to, it's just aggravating. Rehabilitation's not a thing. That's for sure. The sociopath with, it's right here too. Let me see. Psychopath with Piers Morgan, I guess is what it's called. Yeah. Well, so I live, the state penitentiary of Philadelphia. It was one of the hardest prisons they ever had. It was built on real punishment. They weren't allowed to talk to other people. The cells were really, really small. Even when they would bring the carts of food down, the people had to put bags over their faces. They weren't allowed to talk to anybody or see anybody. I mean, it was truly a prison of torment. It was the most famous and expensive prison in the world, but stands today in ruin, a haunted world of crumbling cell blocks and empty guard towers. Most notorious lawbreakers, Slick Willie, Sutton, and Scarface Al Capone. The history behind it is amazing. But it was a prison of torment. Yep, cruel and unusual punishment. I couldn't imagine going to prison for a day. I would never want to go. Yeah, separate incarceration. They had to work together in silence and could be subjected to physical punishments. It was the Auburn system. They were housed in cells that could only be accessed by entering through a small exercise yard attached to the back of the prison. Only a small portal, just large enough to pass meals, opened into the cell blocks. The design proved impractical, and in the middle of construction, cells were constructed that allowed prisoners to enter and leave the cell blocks through the metal doors that were covered by a heavy wooden door to filter out noise. And they were only given one tiny window of sunlight to come through because they wanted them to find religion. Yep, the small doors force the prisoners to bail while entering the cell. The design is related to penance and ties to the religious inspiration of the prison. The cells were made of concrete with a single glass skylight representing the eye of God, suggesting to the prisoners that God was always watching them. When a prisoner left his room, the guard would wrap a hood over his head to prevent him from being recognized by other prisoners. Oh, I would love to take you guys on a tour there. Oh, it's so creepy. I know. You just can't poison ivy, but they do. Yup, Neon Noor. And the sounds, because they went so long in complete silence. The redemption window. Wow. This is crazy. The solitary confinement system eventually collapsed due to overcrowding problems. Pretty cool. Pretty cool history there. So, spend money on re-entry programs, prisoners before release. Most states do not. Other Western yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys, because I'm running out of things to talk about. I will be back. I'm thinking maybe later with a interesting topic. I'm not sure, though. But I appreciate you all spending our time with us here today in memory of baby Ella. Oh, how exciting, Gma. New furniture is always the best. I hope you enjoy it. Except putting it together. That always sucks. One last time, let's remember this precious baby girl, Ella, who unfortunately was taken away too soon by her own brother. Freaking sociopath. I appreciate you all being here today and spending time with me. And if anybody wants to look into, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. And I posted once more the link to the interview with Pierce Morgan. You as well, Christy, Booberry, Neon Noor, SA, Coco's, everybody. Thank you. Gma, Poison Ivy, M. Fisher. Your comments were fantastic. Thank you. Loveland, Mile Coyote. If I mention anybody else and I miss you, Without Borders, of course, my mods, everybody. Thank you and have a great day. Yes, please do. I'd love to hear your take on it. Mr. Moo. Oh, I know. So sad. SA, I was thinking that too. The Wandering Sub. Yup. Made to see. Thank you. T-Scale, you stay safe as well.